In this video, I'm going to be turning characters from a different time period into characters from this time period, like contemporary streetwear, stuff like that. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, then stick around till after the intro. Hey, what's up people, this is Procreate. My name is Joshua and I'm an artist, and I'm really excited for this video because if you watch this channel, if you know my art, I tend to draw a lot of characters from different time periods, so fantasy characters or I don't know, medieval characters or even like sci-fi characters, but I rarely draw people from this time period, from now, from the present. And I think that's actually kind of a shame because I really like the way the artworks from other people look who draw people from this time period, like streetwear and fashion that people wear right now, and especially after designing my own like streetwear in my collaboration with Gandalf. If you haven't seen the video on it, then check it out. By the way, this is one of the t-shirts I finally have done. They are amazing. This is the sweatshirt right here. Also really happy with how it turned out. The material is really nice, the fit is amazing, just super happy with everything, and the response was amazing. Everything was sold out after just 5 hours, which is just mind-blowing. And by the way, if you are not lucky enough to get something quick enough, then just maybe keep your eyes peeled for something in the future. There might be something else in the works. So anyway, street fashion, like urban design, is something that I find really cool, but that I don't work with too often. So I decided to take some characters that I love, that you love, that everybody loves, from a different time period, and turn them into characters that would exist right now, and I don't know, wear something that people would wear right now. Alright, without any further ado, let's just get into it. So the first character I decided to go with was Gandalf, because everybody loves Gandalf, I love Gandalf, and especially it's something that I don't tend to draw so often because I usually tend to draw like cooler, younger characters, and because they tend to be my favorite characters, I guess. But I don't really get around to drawing a lot of old men that often, even though I actually really enjoy drawing old people, or old men especially, because I don't know, just the creases in the face. It's so much fun, and it goes well with my art style, I would say, because it throws a lot of shadow, and I like working with those dark shadows. Yeah, so the inspiration for his style was mostly one of Pinterest, because as I told you, I don't really draw a lot of contemporary stuff, contemporary people, so I had to go onto Pinterest and look at a lot of inspiration for streetwear, what people wear nowadays, and how it looks on older people especially. And I decided I really like the way like older people pulled off that hipster look, and so I decided to go with something like that, turn Gandalf into a bit of a like old cool guy that you would see in the streets. The line finding like the right balance between a cool hipster guy and a homeless guy was quite hard with its drawing. I think at some point it looked a little bit too homeless. I ended up really liking the drawing anyway, so I don't really care about that, but it is something that I struggled, or at least had to deal with a little bit. Also, this being the first out of the batch, out of the drawings that I decided to do for this video, I think I didn't go quite far enough in making his outfit look like the character's outfit. I think I went too much with just something that some old hipster guy would wear, instead of something that would remind you more of Gandalf. So I think the face ended up looking like Gandalf, but I think I could have done more for the outfit to make it like resemble him more. I decided to go with a long coat, which resembles his long coat, and I decided to go with a vape because he keeps smoking pipes and stuff. But still, in the end, I don't think it turned out quite as resembling and as much as I wanted to. The second character I went with is from a fandom or franchise that I'm not as familiar with. Like, if you watched this channel before, you know I love the Lord of the Rings, but I decided to draw Leonidas from 300, and I really like those movies, actually. I know they're kind of I don't know, controversial in the fantasy world, because it's a very interesting filmmaking choices made in that film, but I actually really enjoyed them. It was really a lot of fun to watch, and I thought this would be, for one, something different to what I usually draw, and also a little bit, and also I really just like the idea of drawing this buff guy who barely wears anything as some bodybuilder who's at the beach, because I mean the look kind of just works. So I replaced his cape with a towel that he's just like kind of holding over his shoulder. I replaced his spear with a sunshade that he's carrying in his hand on the way to the beach, and then obviously he just has short bathing shorts on and kind of like a pouch around his like a bum bag around his side. Yeah, I actually really like the way this drawing evolved, and like the idea he has the tattoo on his chest that resembles the buckle of the. There you can see me. I added in a picture as for inspiration. That represents the buckle of the cape, and yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this. Actually, it was kind of a step back, because in my early days of drawing, I used to draw a lot of. I think a lot of artists draw a lot of muscular people, because you're learning anatomy and you're trying to learn how exactly muscles look. And then, for me at least, in my process of an artist, of growing as an artist, I took a step back from there and went to less muscly people, and now I had to draw someone again who's quite muscular. So that was actually a lot of fun, and I think it turned out quite great. I think the resemblance in the face is not as much as with Gandalf, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because I think he's still very recognizable, and that just like very broad face, it kind of makes it look more like a comic book face than trying to make it look actually like him. I was actually quite fine with the way it turned out and the resemblance that is there. So the last character I decided to go with is Elizabeth Swan from the Pirates of the Caribbean films, and that is one because I need to draw women more, and I think my subconscious is always like trying to avoid drawing women when I'm working on projects and stuff. So at least in these YouTube videos, I try to include at least like one woman, not only because of inclusion and stuff, but also trying to avoid my subconscious avoiding drawing women, if you know what I mean, because only by practicing it you're going to get better at it, obviously. But also Elizabeth Swan is a very great character. I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorite female characters like ever. And Pirates of the Caribbean is a great franchise that I've not drawn anything of before in my life, I think. So it's about time that I do that. So for this drawing, I decided to go with Elizabeth from the like second or third, especially third film, because I really like her personality in that, and she's kind of developed her own personality, which is a lot stronger. She knows a lot more what she wants and who she is, and it has more of that fighter personality, but also a little bit of that like I don't give a fuck personality, which I really like. And so I decided to draw her with a middle finger up and kind of in an outfit that, I don't know, like a little bit like Miley Cyrus, I guess, that just shows that she's this young woman who knows who she is and doesn't really care what other people think about her, and just wears whatever she wants to wear, and she goes into the water making her like jeans wet, which she doesn't care about, and everything. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it made sense in my head. For the face, I don't think it necessarily 100% looks like her in this drawing. I think it should have been more like the first one, like Gandalf, where it actually looks like her, not like the second one where it's kind of in the context of the entire drawing that you recognize who he is. I don't think I entirely nailed that, but I don't really care that much because I just really like the drawing. I have to admit, I like the way I ended up drawing a woman. Like I think I'm making improvements in that area, and I don't know, just overall I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So I don't really care that much about the who they're supposed to be side, because the drawing itself I'm very happy with. And I also included tattoos in every single one of these characters, but mostly in this one. And I think that's a really good thing because I think it suits the character I made her to be in this drawing. But also it's a really easy way to kind of drop some hints about the actual character in the film and include some Easter eggs. So I like that. Okay, with that, I think we've arrived at the end of the video. I'm going to show you my final results one more time, and make sure to let me know what you think about them in the comments, because I really like how they turned out, especially the just the style of drawing. I think I'm like finding my style more and more and more, and I know there's never your style that you've really reached. Like there's no way of drawing that you like stop at and draw like forever, but I do find like I'm getting there at some point, and the way I drew a couple of months ago is it's quite similar, but it's still very different from how I'm drawing now, and I just like the way I'm drawing at this moment. So even if these drawings might not be the most recognizable as the characters they're supposed to be, I don't care, because I think they just look really great. I'm just really happy with the drawings themselves. Alright, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below about these drawings, and while you're down there, it's also not that hard to go hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I would really appreciate that. But now let's take another look at these drawings. Alright, if you're still here, you probably like my videos, so I'm just going to apologize for not uploading as much, because I just haven't been getting around to doing a lot for this channel, because I've been at uni and doing work for that and everything. I am home right now over the Christmas break. I'm hoping to do more for the channel in the coming 4 weeks, but we'll have to see. I really hope I can bring you something that you'll enjoy, and I really hope even when I'm back at uni, I'll get back into the groove of getting more done for the channel, because I actually really like doing this stuff, and I hope you guys like it too. And anyway, alright, so typical YouTube stuff. Click here to subscribe to my channel, find a video you might like right here in the playlist with more videos you might like right here, and I'm just gonna hang here in the frame. You can watch my pretty face until you click on something, and then I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Alright, bye bye.